Every morning you check the mirror and something feels off. Your hairline looks a little thinner, a little weaker, maybe even patchy. Here's the scary part. The damage may not be happening at night. It may be happening in your shower. Yes, that daily routine you trust, that warm, relaxing ritual, it might be quietly stressing your hair. Not genetics, not age alone, but small habits you repeat every single day. Before we start, drop a comment and tell me where you're watching from, because what you're about to hear surprises most people, especially adults over 55. You don't lose a hairline overnight. It fades slowly, one weak strand at a time, one irritated follicle at a time. And your shower plays a bigger role than you think. By the end of this video, you'll see your routine differently. You'll know which mistakes matter most and how to fix them without buying expensive products. Let's start with something that feels harmless: hot water. Hot showers feel amazing. They relax muscles, they ease stiffness, they feel therapeutic. But your scalp tells another story. Imagine your hair like delicate fabric, not steel wire, not plastic rope. Heat changes things. It softens, it weakens, it dries. When water's too hot, your scalp loses natural oils. Those oils are not dirt, they are protection. Without them, hair becomes fragile. More breakage, more shedding, more thinning at the front where hair is already sensitive. You may think, but I'm just washing. True, but temperature changes the biology of your scalp. Dry scalp, inflamed skin, stressed follicles. Over time, that stress shows up at the hairline first. And most people never connect the dots. They blame shampoo, they blame aging, they blame hormones, while the real trigger flows from the shower head. But water is only the beginning, because what you do next may be even more damaging. Now, think about how you wash your hair. Be honest. Do you scrub hard? Do you really work that shampoo in? It feels like cleaning. It feels productive. But your follicles are not tiles. Your scalp is not a kitchen counter. Hair roots sit inside tiny living structures, soft, sensitive, easily irritated. Aggressive scrubbing creates friction. Friction creates microstress. Stress weakens the hold of each strand. Picture a plant in soil. If you keep shaking the base, what happens? The roots loosen. Your hair behaves the same way. Harsh rubbing does not make hair cleaner. It simply increases mechanical stress, and the hairline suffers most. Why? Because those hairs are finer, more delicate, more vulnerable. Instead of strong circular scrubbing, think gentle pressure, slow movement, minimal force. Your scalp should never feel sore after washing. If it does, your follicles are paying the price. But there's another hidden problem, one almost everyone ignores: how often you wash. Some people wash too little, others wash far too much. Both extremes create trouble. Too little washing allows buildup, oil, dead skin, residue. Follicles struggle to breathe. Growth slows. Too much washing strips protective oils. Dryness increases. Breakage rises. Balance matters more than you think. For many older adults, every day is simply too frequent, yet many believe daily washing is hygienic. Clean does not mean overwashed. Hair needs stability, not constant disruption. And then comes a mistake that seems tiny but causes massive breakage: towel drying. Yes, that simple act after the shower. Stay with me because I'll share a bonus tip at the end that most people miss, because what your towel is doing might shock you. You step out of the shower, hair soaking wet. You grab a towel and rub vigorously, fast, rough, back and forth. Feels normal, feels harmless, but wet hair is at its weakest state, not strongest, weakest. Water temporarily swells the hair shaft. That swelling reduces structural strength, meaning friction now equals breakage. Imagine bending a dry twig versus a wet one. The wet one snaps more easily. Your strands behave similarly. Towel fibers are coarse. Rubbing creates pulling. Pulling creates snapping, especially near the hairline, where strands are thinner to begin with. Instead of rubbing, think blotting. Press, absorb, release. No aggressive motion. Small change, huge difference. But wait, the damage often continues. What happens next? Brushing. Wet hair, tangles, immediate brushing. That combination is brutal on fragile strands. Resistance meets force. Force meets breakage. You may see extra hair on the brush and assume shedding is natural. Often it's self-inflicted stress. Let hair partially dry first, then detangle gently, preferably with wide spacing. But there's an even quieter threat, one hiding inside your products. Not all shampoos are equal. Not all ingredients are friendly, and your scalp chemistry changes with age. What worked at 30 may irritate at 60. Many people chase foam, bubbles, that squeaky clean feeling. But excessive lather often means stronger detergents. Strong detergents remove oil aggressively. Again, oil is not your enemy. It is your scalp's natural shield. When that shield disappears, dryness rises. Itching starts, inflammation follows. Inflamed follicles rarely thrive. Over time, weakened growth appears, thinning increases. Look for gentler cleansing behavior. Hair should feel clean, not stripped. Your scalp should feel calm, not tight. And beware of another trap, constant product switching. New bottle, new promise, new miracle claim. Your scalp prefers consistency, not chemical roulette. Frequent changes can trigger irritation cycles. Irritation leads to shedding spikes. But products are only part of the story. There's something else happening in the shower, something invisible. Time. Long showers feel relaxing, but prolonged water exposure swells hair repeatedly. Repeated swelling and drying stresses the shaft. Shorter washes reduce that stress. Efficiency protects hair more than luxury. Now let's talk about a mistake that almost nobody suspects. Conditioner placement. Yes, where you apply it matters. Conditioner is designed for hair length, not scalp saturation. Yet many people apply it everywhere, roots included. Heavy buildup near follicles can weigh strands down, reduce volume, make hair appear thinner. At the hairline, that visual thinning becomes alarming. Focus conditioner on mid-length and ends where lubrication is needed most. Keep roots lighter. And now for something extremely common but deeply damaging. Pulling hair back tightly after washing. Wet hair, elastic tension, sustained pulling. This creates traction stress. Hairline follicles hate traction. Repeated tension gradually weakens attachment. Edges thin first. Loose styles protect fragile roots. Tight styles accelerate retreat. But there's still one more overlooked factor, one linked to temperature again. Sudden heat after the shower. Blasting very hot air onto fragile strands compounds stress. Moderate heat, greater distance, less damage. Small adjustments, big protection. And now the bonus tip most people miss. Your shower is not just cleaning your hair, it is shaping your scalp environment. Temperature, friction, timing, tension. Tiny daily choices, compounded over years. Healthy hairlines are rarely about one miracle product. They're about repeated, gentle habits. Cooler water, softer handling, less aggression. Treat hair like silk, not carpet. Protect follicles like living tissue, because that's exactly what they are. If your hairline has been worrying you, start here. Not with panic, not with expensive treatments, but with awareness. Change the routine, reduce the stress, support the biology. Consistency beats intensity. And remember this, Hair loss often feels mysterious, but many triggers hide in plain sight, right inside your bathroom, right inside your daily ritual. If this opened your eyes, take one simple step today. Adjust your shower habits. Just one improvement. Your follicles notice more than you think, and your future hairline will too.